it's amazing what makes a pet less adoptable to some people. Sometimes it's that they're sick and so they might require some medicine, like a diabetic cat. And maybe we can understand that that might not fit with every adopter's lifestyle. But oftentimes it's a bias against a certain breed of pet, or even sometimes the color of their fur. From time to time, I think it doesn't have anything to do with the pet at all, but rather how well they present themselves in the cage. So a dark dog in a photograph, in a dark cage, in a dark shelter, you just might not be able to see his face. And that pet is not going to get as many clicks on Pet Finder as a pet who has a white face that looks like he's wearing eyeliner. So a photogenic pet is always going to have an edge. So this is a week we've set aside to try to spotlight those guys who may not be so photogenic for whatever reason.
On our blog, we're going to be talking about what makes pets less adoptable, why these less adoptable pets sometimes end up being less adoptable or need a little bit more attention, and also how they can be just as wonderful and sometimes even more special than the cute puppy that gets adopted in 5 minutes as soon as they enter the shelter. So we're going to be talking about that all week on our blog. We're going to be talking about that on our Facebook and on our Twitter pages. And we have actually invited all the bloggers to write about less adoptable pets, and sometimes those less adoptable pets are seniors, sometimes they're pets with different color fur, or for some reason they don't photograph as well. But for whatever reason, if you know a less adoptable pet and they've made an impact on your life, we're asking you to tell the story during that week.
And the campaign is, don't hate me because I'm ugly, or don't hate me because I'm sick, or, and so...
Don't hate me because I'm different.
Yeah. There is no better feeling than saving a life. Anyone who's ever adopted a pet knows that. I mean, gosh, even the pride you get just from being a great pet parent, obviously, is a real charge. But when you've saved a life and adopted from a shelter, it's a real boost to your ego and your psyche. Go to the dog park with your dog when he's a less adoptable dog, and then you're going to be like the hero to everybody. It's not just in your own mind that people are going to. And so I think that it's a lot of fun. Many people in animal welfare, we joke, we keep the foster failures, the ones that no one else would ever adopt. And so, this is probably so dear to our heart because these are the guys we have, right? But I can tell you, people recognize it, and our family members recognize it, and you get a lot of street cred for having a less adoptable pet.
Absolutely.
So, and it is always, those dog contests in the towns, it is always the ugliest dog contest that, has the biggest prize. So.
Right. I have a less adoptable pet at home. His name is Wesley, and he's a little kitty, white kitty with a condition called cerebellar hypoplasia, so he wobbles. He gets up and he walks like this. And when I first got him, he couldn't even walk. So over time, we've worked with him, and his spirit and his resilience has become such a wonderful inspiration that he's actually in training right now to become a therapy cat, so that we can take him into hospitals and have him meet other children with disabilities like his, so they can see what a wonderful little guy is and how wonderful life is.